Hello there and welcome to the Card Grotto. Today I've got the new release from Clearly Besotted to share with you. The new set's released today, that is the 1st of September 2022 at 8 PM at British Summer Time. You can purchase the sets as one big bundle which is exclusive to Clearly Besotted. So that's all of the sets that I'm going to share with you plus free gifts and a 15% discount off of the price. But you can also purchase the set separately from Clearly Besotted and also selected retailers, mainly in Europe and the US, and I will have links to those shops in the description bar on YouTube and also over on my blog. So as I usually do, I'm going to share the new release with you and also the samples that I have made as a design team member. So first up is the Halloween lineup set. So there are 3 separate images in the set that you can create scenes with. So there's the bats and the pumpkins, the ghosts in the graveyard, and the mummies with the tombstones. And although I don't do a huge amount of Halloween crafts, if I was going to, this is definitely a set that I would gravitate towards. I found it really fun to kind of colour in the images, and they are more on the cutesy side rather than the kind of creepy side, I suppose. But there are a lot of people that really love these kind of images, whether it is just for Halloween or all year round. And I do actually think a lot of the sentiments in this set would work for all year round. So you've got things like always listen to your mummy or else, you are so very beautiful, you're fantastic. So not necessarily just for Halloween as such kind of thing. They are kind of could be all year round if you wanted them to be. So this is the card that I made using that set. I stamped out the bats with the pumpkins, and then I made a mask for that, cut that out, popped that on top. And I just found these bats to be really cute, and I also found out with these cards that I do actually enjoy colouring pumpkins in. So I did some distress inking in the background with some purples. I thought the purples would work really nicely with the oranges, and then coloured in the rest of the image with Copic markers, stamped out the sentiment, heat embossed that and cut that down into strips, added that on top, just added a few kind of sparkles and dots with a white gel pen just to add a little bit of atmosphere onto the card, I suppose. So next up is the Scare Bears set, and whoever came up with that name is just genius. So you've got all of these bears dressed up as characters from films. I'm not going to name all the films because I don't want to get a copyright strike against me, but as you can see, they are kind of all represented with kind of horror and scary films. So there's obviously the Scream mask, for example, and some fun sentiments that kind of work together with the images. So you could kind of create full-on scenes with these, or you could just use them on their own. There is an image at the bottom there with houses that you can add the characters into, or you could just use that separately with kind of other characters if you wanted to. I didn't get a chance to use this set, but I do think it would be really fun to use, especially like for say if you've got friends or family that really like scary movies in particular. Next up is the Be Afraid set. So kind of more on the Halloween side again, more on the cutesy Halloween. So there's this image there at the bottom with more of like a decorated for Halloween type beehive, kind of more in like a graveyard, and then you've got the moon there as well and the kind of creepy tree. And then there are 6 bees at the top, all dressed up for Halloween. So you've got like the witchy bee, the ghost bee, the mummy bee, really, really cute. And some fun sentiments that obviously would work really well with the set. So be afraid, be very afraid, come fly with me, be good, no tricks, be yourself. So again, you wouldn't necessarily have to have it for Halloween. I thought I would create a tag with this set. I have made a couple of tags in this way in the last couple of years, and I do really like having like an image sort of flying around a moon. I think it's quite a nice look. So I cut out a circle with masking paper, stuck that on to the tag, This is the tag along set from Clearly Besotted, and then I did some distress inking for the background with purples again, and I thought it would work quite nice for a night sky. I did add on quite a bit of shimmer spray. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, and removed the mask and added a little bit of Copic markers for the moon. And then I did stamp a sentiment on the back, that Be Afraid one, because I thought it would work quite nicely with the bee theme. And she's just a cute little bee, isn't she? Even though she can barely fit on her broomstick. So next up is the Mischievous Plushies set. Another fun set representing more of like the villain characters in films, which is really fun. Again, I'm not going to name them all for copyright reasons, but I think my favourite is Ursula. And then you've got the kind of castle image there at the bottom. That is a really lovely image. I think would work really nicely just on its own with a night sky. Some fun sentiments again, naughty but nice, girls just want to have fun, misunderstood, it wasn't me. I didn't get a chance to use this set, but Karen on the team has made lots of lovely cards with it, kind of like on the encouragement theme, and I've really enjoyed seeing what she's done with this set. So I'll have a link to her blog and her Instagram in the description bar on YouTube. It's always on my blog as well during teaser time, but I wanted to share that she's made some excellent cards with it, so if you're interested, please do go and have a look. But yeah, fun kind of set. Next up is the Ring Around Halloween set. I'm a big fan of wreaths and I love the Ring Around series. So you've got the wreath here with all the kind of creepy crawlies on. I'm not a fan of creepy crawlies for sure. I quite like that bat. He's got quite a cute little face to him, but I'm not quite keen on the beetle, and that image I can't even say the name of because I'm so scared of them. But you've got like the pumpkin there as well with the witch hat. Just a fun kind of image. Some sentiments again more on the Halloween kind of side of things. Sending you best witches. May your treats be many and your tricks be few. Happy Fright Night. Wishing you a night full of frights and a bag full of delights. Happy Halloween. You've got like You're Fantastic again. Trick or treat. Woo boo. Like boo to you. Again, kind of like a fun set for Halloween. This is the card that I made using that set. I stamped out the wreath, coloured it with Copic markers and fussy cut that out with scissors. And then for the background, I took a piece of purple cardstock and added some distress inks on top. Tried to kind of make it a little bit more atmospheric so that it's darker on the outside and lighter on the inside. Added some white splatters on top and then popped that on a square card base and stamped out the sentiment and heat embossed that and just popped that with it. And then last but not least is the Scaredy Cat set, which again is quite good for Halloween, but also for just kind of like all year round cards. They're quite funny, like these two at the bottom here, they're kind of like really scared. You've got that one there underneath the blanket, which is kind of a bit scared. Got the ones kind of, I just love the expressions on their faces. So they could be scared of that animal at the top, but there's also like a haunted house there as well. Karen again did a fun card, like an encouragement card with this set, so definitely not necessarily just for Halloween, but there are some fun sentiments as well, like don't be a scaredy cat, you're not alone, or never fear, you're not alone, you're not alone, I'm always here. So again, more kind of encouragement if you wanted it to be. I did go along the lines of a Halloween card for my card sample today, so I picked out the cat who kind of looks like a bit like a ghost, and I thought he'd be quite cute flying in a night sky. So I stamped him out, coloured him with Copic markers and fussy cut him out, and then for the background with the clouds I used the In the Cloud stencil from Clearly Besotted. You've got those two edges there and I just kind of added them along with a circle mask. Again, used purple. I went for kind of a purple theme this month. My first two cards were just purple because I really like the colour purple and I thought it worked well with the images, and then as it went on I thought actually maybe I'll use purple for all four of them. Purple I think works really nicely for Halloween, so you've got like purple, orange, green. I think all of those colours work really well for Halloween, but I just happen to like purple anyway, so I thought it worked quite nicely, and I thought it was more on the cutesy side of Halloween, this card. So that was a look at the Clearly Besotted September 2022 release. I apologise that my hands are doing something completely different than my voice. I did record it as a live video, so I was talking while I was showing you the products, but unfortunately something happened with the audio and it didn't record, so I am doing a voiceover, so I apologise for that, but I hope you enjoyed watching nonetheless. Links to the products that I shared will be listed in the description bar on YouTube and also over on my blog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.